everyone. RBG Kingdom here back with more Ni no Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom. In the previous video, we've finally beaten one of the DLC quest lines in the Winona Wakes or whatever thing. It was interesting, you know. I feel like it was definitely a lot of back and forth stuff, but it wasn't that big of a deal. And next, we gotta do. I finally decided we are going to do the Dreamcatcher one. Or the Dreamland one. So, let's go do these.
Yeah.
Evan, I'm something funny over by here. Get that spell the conductor taught you to go.
All right.
What was it called again? Materialize. Here we go. You tamed a picture of a young woman. Oh, that is definitely going to be, Auntie Martha. Yep, that's Auntie Martha. This must be the key the conductor mentioned.
What the
That ain't a key, man. It's a picture. Go. And then I was expecting something proper exciting. Who's it in the picture, do you think? I suppose the fact that we found it here must mean it's somebody Auntie Martha knows.
Boosh! Got it!
Who knows? Maybe we'll meet whoever this bright-looking young go-getter is in one of them memory lane places. Let's go back to your conductor pod to see what he has to say, shall we? Okay. Yeah, so I don't know how long this will take me to do, or considering how many doors there are, but we'll see. Yes, this is it. The key we've been looking for. This will open a door for sure.
Huh?
How exactly do you open a door with a picture, man? The form it has taken is due to the memories gathered in the place where it was found. That tells us that it has some special meaning. We simply have to find out what. And the best way to find out will be to see what lies beyond the door it opens. So throw it wide, step aside, and find the high Higgledy who awaits within. You unlock the memory lane.
All right.
I hope we really find this special Higgledy in there. Of course you will. But if you ever feel stuck, you can always pop back here, so don't fret. Just dive on in. Now off you go. It's time for you to take a trip to a wonderful muddle of memories. All right. Use the picture of the young woman to lock this door. Yes. Use the picture of young Auntie Martha. Back when she was just known as Martha. It's the girl from the picture. Huh. She sure has a lot of Higgledies with her. Could one of them be the one we're looking for?
Hey.
I like the look of you lot. Yeah, you're tough. Though you might not seem it to the untrained eye. You can handle Higgledies too, can't you? I can tell. Not beyond anything but a basic level, but hey, you'll have to start somewhere, right? The wyvern around these ponds have been causing all kinds of bother lately. Fancy giving me a hand getting rid of the blighters? Well, we're only really here to look for high Higgledies, and we don't even know who you are. Oh, I'm Martha. Or Little Miss Martha, as everyone around here knows me.
What?
Martha? That's right. Anyway, I'm off to wallop those wyverns. Give any stragglers a hiding for me, will you?
What?
What? She just disappeared.
Yeah.
Oi! You don't look at that Martha was our Martha, do you? No, man. She was never that young. Surely. What the flip's going on? Well, we're in a memory lane, right? Could be that's somebody's memory of Martha. A Martha from way back when. We didn't get to ask her properly about the high Higgledy, did we? Perhaps we'll find her again if we head further in. Sweet little Miss Martha's going to take on those wyverns. She's going to get herself killed.
Watch this!
All right.
Army's too busy fighting our other kings to do anything about those wyverns. Little Miss Martha's our only hope. I'm not even gonna bother. Let's just go the way we're supposed to go. Get through these like that. Burly button. All right. Well, I think we're still on the wyvern from when we fought the Winona whatever. That's a lot of wyverns.
Let's go to work.
This is what it's basically like during the Colosseum. head after this object. I can always switch my Higgledies around again, but I actually like them at this bit. Granted, yes, I wish I had one that's better at healing, but whatever. Take some, you win. Take some, you lose some.
Huh?
Made it this far, did you? I was right about you being tough then. I wouldn't say that. We're just used to find wyverns, I suppose. Oh, that's music to my ears. Their help will have the filthy lizards exterminated sooner rather than later.
Crikey!
Oh, she's the first on this one, eh? Keeping the pace around here takes more than a curtsy and a kind word, you know? Right, come on. Time to wipe them out once and for all. Don't leave a single one alive. Man, she said the friendly sort at first, but I want to get on the bad side. This reminds me of when we first met Auntie Martha. She was fighting off wyverns then too.
Really?
Was she now? I suppose she dropped in all the rogue like to say the day, eh? Something like that. That was the first time Roland and I ever met a Higgledy. Well now, so it's wyverns that brought the two of you together, was it? I've never really thought about it like that. Yeah, if I can help it, I'm just gonna cut through all the enemies here. This might have to split up into two separate videos. Well, if that is the case, maybe then the next video will be me wrapping up we'll see. How many of them are there again? I gotta remember how many, Gosh, I had no idea Granny used to be so, well, cool. I could be that good at handling Higgledies one day. Some lemon drops. That reminds me, I actually should go back to like that one forest with the man wearing the Higgledy quote-unquote costume and just go and get some candies from him. Get enough candies to get everyone good stat ups. More wyverns. Great. That was the last bit, or no, there's probably going to be one more section. Oh boy.
I'm raring to go.
Archie leveled up, Leander leveled up, Roland leveled up. Soon Connie will level up, then I will level up. I told you I'd level up. The good thing about that one is, you know, when you use the magic book one of the magic one that gets you to the, that we got from this one, where, you know, the spell stuff, that actually helps a lot better with those ones when you do a magic spell than doing just your regular ranged attacks.
Hey.
Oh, it's you. So you didn't get your heads torn off yet, huh? Then.
What?
Martha, are you hurt?
Right.
I'm stupid is what I am. Callous. I won't be taking on the boss lizard like this. But you've proven you can handle yourselves. Mind doing me a favor? Can you finish what I've started? Wipe out the wyverns so we can get back to living in peace.
Huh?
That's ain't real, man. How are we supposed to bring back peace to a 3D memory thing?
Hey.
Don't you see, Lofty? This is why we're here. The high Higgledy who's hiding here won't show itself until we've proven that we're worthy.
Huh.
You think we can do that by helping Martha, huh? Makes sense, I guess. We'll do it, Martha. By the glint in your eyes, I dare say you will. I'll bet the Higgledies can't get enough of you, eh? Well, let me teach you a little something to help you along. A few tricks I learned after a while of Higgledy handling. You can now select the Martha's Methods material method from the equipment screen. These are the top secret high-end Higgledy technique created in her Higgledy handling heyday as by the perilous Auntie Martha. This material method means more Higgledy balls will be dropped when attacking foes with square or triangle, and Higgledy troop numbers will be automatically replenished. R1 won't launch ranged attacks, but will instead allow you to absorb energy from your Higgledies, then unleash a damage-dealing Higgledy bomb. Keep R1 held down until you see the energy from your Higgledies gather, then release it to unleash Merry Hack. If you keep R1 held down even after the energy has gathered, more Higgledies will chip in, and your Higgledy humdering will get even harder. Additionally, if your Higgledies are awakened by any golden balls, you automatically absorb any of them that are nearby and can unleash continuous Higgledy bomb blast. Hold on R1 won't do anything to add further to awaken Higgledy bomb blast, so just concentrate on firing off as many as you can. Alright, I'm going nowhere like this. The rest is up to you.
Alright.
We won't let you down, Martha. With the help of the tricks you taught us, we'll have these wyverns dealt with in no time. So I think that's our last one then, of those things. I better make sure they did not change my thing. Okay, they didn't. I mean, sure, they probably want me to test it out, but I actually really like the Ding Dong Dash one, because I think that's actually very helpful. Oh, lordy, lordy. What's a pinskin doing here? A little baby one with cat ears at that. We have no business with pips squeaks like you. Get lost. Eep. Don't tell me Martha sent you.
Hello.
She did. And I'm going to beat you black and blue just like she asked me to. This just isn't fair. I thought I put a stop to her nonsense once and for all. Since when did she have an understudy? I thought I'd have at least a little piece after getting rid of her and those stupid air raiders. We're supposed to be expanding our borders and consolidating our stranglehold on this slice of territory. Not that I think for a second you can stop us. We'll soon be rid of Martha and her stupid friends once and for all. And then we can get on with ruling over all we survey.
What the?
That's why shaking. I always feel bad about smacking him silly. Well, we don't have much choice. The High Higgledy will probably be too scared to come out until the fight's over. So you worse, pink skin. Your Higgledies won't help you now. Hey!
Let's go to work.
Oh no. Uh-oh! This ain't looking too good!
I need your help.
That's how long it takes to get through them. How many of them are there again? Is there 10? Ugh.
Oh.
Is that our High Higgledy? Higgle! Hig! I think he's trying to tell us that he was born from Martha's bravery. So he was inside her heart all along.
Oh.
What the? This is the tale of a time when the Air Raiders, the predecessor of the Scoundrel Sky Pirates, were at the height of their power. Few unlucky children were abducted by these bloodthirsty bigards, or brigands, and put to the work performing chores and any other tasks their captors thought beneath them. One of those poor mites was an orphan girl named Martha. The heirs had plucked her from her home near Ding Dong Dell when she was still small. But despite her rotten lot in life, she refused to be cowed by the burly bullies. She stood firm in the face of countless scoundrels and the cruelest of punishments. How did she stay so strong? She had a secret that nobody knew. Martha was able to see the spirits known as Higgledies. When times were hard, she could always muddle through with her little friends to help her. Eventually, she plucked up all of her considerable courage and decided to take one final stand against her oppressors. Intent on freeing herself and her fellow captives from slavery, she and her Higgledies helpers wreaked havoc on the abandoned space. Unable to see the little spirits, their eyes were petrified by Martha's strength and seemingly otherworldly power. Their flying machines and their spirits in tatter, they fled, never to be seen again. And thanks to brave little Martha, the poor children were free at last. Everyone lived happily ever after. Or so it would be lovely to be able to say. The Airites had fled to every corner of the kingdom and split into countless bickering factions. The last has simply left the region over to another evil. The Wyverns. Before long, all their former rivals' territory was theirs. And that world being an oddly warlike place, the great nations were too distracted by their other unintended conflicts to worry about the backwaters where the Wyverns lived. Had soldiers only been sent to stop them, the awful creatures' reign could have ended before it began. But alas, it was not to be. And without anyone to protect them, the ordinary folk who resided in the Wyverns' territory were condemned to live in fear. Martha couldn't help but feel responsible and swore to dedicate her life to ridding the land of the Wyvern menace. She trained hard with her Higgledy helpers and went on to war on behalf of the people. Her fresh-faced ferocity soon earned her the nickname Little Miss Martha, and she was hailed as a hero by the many poor souls she protected. They soon came to believe that with Martha to fight on their behalf, the Wyverns could be kept at bay and peace maintained indefinitely. But this too was not to be. In the end, Martha had no choice but to hang up her weapons. The Wyverns had been weakened a good deal thanks to her efforts. But that wasn't why she gave it up at all. No, the real reason was that she was growing less and less able to control her Higgledy friends. You see, Higgledies are closely tied to the hearts of those who command them. And Martha had given hers over almost entirely to the fury of war, gradually weakening the link that she and her Higgledies shared. Worse, she feared that her ferocity might awaken something in her little friends even more terrible than the wyvern she fought. So she and her army of spirits turned their backs on the fighting life and went off to live in obscurity. She even settled down and started a family. They all lived peacefully and quietly together, Higgly and human hand in hand. And despite her legendary abilities, Martha never taught her children how to fight. And so the miraculous method with which she'd led her little army to victory again and again was lost to time for fear of reawakening the wildness in one's ferocious heart.
Hello.
Gosh, did you just show me that memory, little one? Blimey, you're not a force to be reckoned with. Thanks a million for clobbering all those wyvern wallies. Whoever would have thought that this was how dear old Auntie Martha started out. I knew the Higglies would love you. Make a great team. People are safer now thanks to you. They'll be telling tales of your victory for years to come.
Thank you.
Thank you, Martha. But this is all just a tale from a memory lane. The real hero is always you. Piggle! To think that we have Auntie Martha to thank for your being born. A Higgledy maid from my courage, eh? I would never have dreamed something so lovely could be hiding inside of silly old me. It's enough to make an old Higgledy handler buzz with pride.
Yes.
Well, he's yours now. My fighting days are long gone after all. I'll be cheering you on from the sidelines, my loves. So just make sure you do your Auntie Martha proud. Okay. Very interesting. Good morning to you. We're still in the land of dreams, of course, but I just had to come and congratulate you on the daring rescue of the high Higgledy in need. Big Piggle! Yeah, now that I think of it, we didn't see a single nightmare back there, did we? Just wall-to-wall flipping wyverns. A distinct link to nightmares is welcome news indeed. Or a distinct lack. Let's hope for more of the same in the future. So we'll be visiting more of those memory lanes in a search of a high Higgledies. It was lovely to learn about Aunt Martha's past like that, but I wonder if we might have learned a little too much. Well, that's exactly why only those hand-picked saviors I deem entirely worthy are sent off high Higgledy hunting. Peering into the most closely guarded nooks and crannies of people's hearts isn't something I can trust just anyone to do, but I can trust you. I know that from the start. Thank you. We'll try not to let you down. Oh, and we learned some of Martha's Higgledy handling techniques too. We'll be able to get along even better with our little friends now thanks to her. Wonderful, just wonderful. My crack squad of saviors is clearly coming along in leaps and bounds already. And now that you've found your first high Higgledy, that means that a mere 5 remain. Oh, there were 6, okay. So there's a total of 6. I better tell you where to find the next key, hadn't I? Really? Bit of pain in the bum, all this key hunting stuff, ain't it? Oh, you think your job is hard? Do you think all I do while you're wandering down these memory lanes is stand around waiting to bring you home again? Well, think again. Traveling the length and breadth of the world, peering into people's dreams in the hope of uncovering a hint as to where the next high Higgledy might be is exhausting work. Believe you me. Fair enough, like.
Oh my.
Sorry, we didn't mean to sound impatient. Think nothing of it. I have far more vexing matters to consider. Not least of which being how you came to grow so close to a kingmaker who seems to lack a link between his own soul and yours. You must be very fond of the boy, little one.
What the flip?
How the flip did you... Who exactly are you, Bunny Bounce? Why, I'm the conductor. No more, no less. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, the next key. You know what a king's cradle is, of course. The shrines where kingmakers rest between bounds of king-making. One finds them wherever the king wind blows. Oh yes, we know all about them. I couldn't have become a king if I didn't know what they were. I don't think I've heard of the king wind before, though. That's probably because you ain't got much cause to notice it, being human and all. It sort of stream of energy that flows through all the king's cradles. It's what gives us kingmakers our amazing powers. That's why we go back to our caves when we need to rest up. Gosh, I never knew that. Well, I have been sensing some very strong emanations from a king's cradle deep under the ocean somewhere. That must be the one near Hydropolis. There's only one way to find out. Make your way there and cast Materialize. I, for one, can't wait to see what you find this time. Bosch the Brave has decided to join you on your adventures. Okay, well... Damn, that took 30 minutes. Maybe it won't take so much longer with all these other ones, but I think what I'll probably end up doing is like... Maybe I'll do 3 or 4 in this part, and then either the next part or the part after that, I will do a... I will do one of... I'll do the last 2, maybe even wrap up the labyrinth. If the labyrinth doesn't take me too long, which will be fine by me. Oi, Evan! I got some roll vibes over by here. Get materializing! It'll probably be one of Queen Nair's memories if it's down here, won't it? You attained a little rain. Well now, so it ain't both pictures then. It's a little ring, so small I can barely fit on my finger. But it makes me feel warm somehow. It's not a piece of jewelry, that's for certain.
Here goes
Looks like we found a key then, eh? Let's head Rabbity Wood and open the next door. I mean, if I have to end up doing more grinding or something, I just might. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then there's probably going to be the big thing afterwards. Yes. Oh, yes. This is the key we've been looking for. With this, we can open a new door for sure. No door with a ring, but it has a certain cheapness, don't you think? Is it a toy, perhaps? But it must still be important, mustn't it? To have been formed from the memories that gathered there where we found it. Indeed it must, my boy. Forgive me. I should take care not to speak lightly of such treasures. I wonder what manner of high Higgledy will lead us to. You'll have to go and find out. Oh, I guess it somewhat makes sense that there's 6, because I think there's like 6 colors. You have the white, red, blue, green, black, and yellow. Well, off you pop. Time to take your next trip down to the twists and turns of another memory lane. So it makes sense that there's only 6 if there's 6 colors. If this one's 90, the next one might be 100. And the one after that will be 110. Given where the latest key was found, there can be little doubt as to whose memories it was formed from. Meander.
No.
Meander.
Oh!
So it was Queen Nair's ring. But Her Majesty's tastes do not run to trinkets. What would her memories be tied to a mere plaything? As serious as ever, I see. And how are your preparations for the wedding proceedings, my dear heart? My preparations, yes, for the wedding. I am not entirely sure that it is my most appropriate place for such discussion, my queen. I decided on a pure white dress, though how the maid seems set on convincing me the red would be a better choice.
Yes.
Perhaps you might consider wearing both. What a wonderful idea. In this ceremony, I'm at a loss as to how it should begin.
Well.
Your Majesty, I really think... I wonder if a performance from a celebrated musician such as Neris might not be fitting. Even were he to play all day and all night, I doubt that anyone would tire of him. Your Majesty, Came here in search of High Higgledies. Why exactly am I being coerced into a consultation on the subject of my nepotism?
What?
I'm not really sure. She seems very keen to hear what you have to say, though. I cannot tell you how happy I am that we are to be wed at last. How long I have waited this day.
Oh.
And just like that, she disappears. Unlike Martha's memories, this one would seem to be more recent. Very recent indeed, given the topic of Her Majesty's conversation. Well, we were told that all kinds of memories get mixed up in memory lanes. Do you think the Queen has the High Higgledy we're looking for? This is actually quite interesting. If Archon Leander were to wed a Queen heir, he would become king, would he not? Had Jarvis both king and queen? How wonderful. I don't see a reason to talk to the NPCs here about this stuff. Though it would be nice and interesting and give a little, maybe some context isn't really the right word I would use, I suppose. Alright, just keep going. See, it was my hope that doing all these side quests here for this one, doing all these would actually get us to like 120, and granted it could still, but it might take a while. Alright, what's the first thing we're fighting? Slime goos. I guess not the first thing. That's probably the only thing we'll be fighting is the slime goos. Alright, here we go. Time to fight the goos.
Let's go to work. I'm all over this.
I think we just encountered I think that's a nightmare that was right there. The good news about these is that there's no aerial one, so oh, I didn't even know that Bracken and everyone else was already at level 119. Alright, let's keep going. I would like to get 3 or 4 of them done in this video. Leander, my love, perhaps we should hold a ceremony at a beautiful shrine such as this one. Queen Nera certainly seems a lot more lighthearted than usual. Perhaps it's her inner self that has found its way here. Or perhaps there's one of my own memory of her once upon a time. A time when she was able to forget her role as ruler and find it in herself instead of carefree spirit of a young maiden. She has been forced to remain strong for the sake of others for too long. To see this side of her again, even as a fleeting memory, warms my heart. But this shrine is swimming with monsters, is it not?
No.
Then there's only one thing for it. You must eliminate them for me. Every single one. What? Come, surely I can ask that much of my future king. I will wait word of your success up ahead. After all, I have other preparations to attend to. The centerpiece of our wedding feast will not choose itself.
Wow.
She's, kinda used to getting her own way, huh?
Well,
The true queen would never act so thoughtlessly. I suspect that someone else's memories are mixed up in this. Well, we are in the memory lane. Anything can happen, right?
yes.
Although, I do remember her showing flashes of such a self long ago. Flashes I found inexplicably adorable. Yes, there's something in such willful behavior that I cannot help but admire. Please. There's things that happily go to me grave not knowing Kersey. Alright, let's just get going. Vermilion Hue Bloom. Yeah, so if the next one is... So this one's a 90. So for the third one's 100. Fourth one's 110. Fifth one is 120. Would the sixth one be 130 then? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I probably will have to end up doing some grinding for the last two then. Well, maybe even for the fourth one then. It'll all depend. Is it still slimes? That's wyverns. God damn it. Oh, if it's just this thing, then that's no big deal.
This?
some of the fights aren't that long like that, it shouldn't be too bad. It's just the ones where they're like, you know, where they're gauntlet like. What is this? I dropped myself a room with monsters. How could this have happened? Where is she? Your Majesty? Your Majesty!
Oh.
I can't see anywhere nearby. Ask me to the quick to see this place invaded, even in the land of dreams. Her Majesty may be in grave danger.
Come on.
Then let's hurry and find her. There seems to be like some of the consistency of this of these things is like the last area will always be like tied to the person in a way. Well, I guess well, I mean technically the whole realm is, but you know what I mean. If this is just another boss, then that'd be great. Go through it like that, and then maybe we can do 2 more. Your Majesty, you're unharmed.
Yes.
There you are, Leander. You really never stop thinking of me, do you?
Yes.
How can I, my queen? How can I, my queen? I remain in King Evan's service for now, but should I ever hear that you're in danger, though we be at opposite ends of the world, different worlds entirely even, I'll find you always. Forgive me, Leander.
Well.
What have I to forgive? I have been having doubts. Though I would dearly love to marry you and begin a life together, we both know that to do so will cause Hydropolis to fall. And though I feel sure before that this was for the best, though my people knew full well that I have decided and had only kind words to offer, the more the preparations have progressed, the more I fear that my decision was the wrong one. That I am selfishly pursuing my own happiness at this expense of others. That is what troubles you. Well, now, it's the selfish and willful queen we saw before.
If I may be so
You
bold.
need not worry. I know full well the cause of your apprehension. It is entirely useful for doubt to creep in as the day of the wedding approaches. Your fears are far from out of the ordinary. And what is more, they will soon pass.
What?
Gosh, is that true, Leander? Who told you that?
Yes.
I have carried out extensive research on the subject of marriage. Evermore's populace provide a highly enlightening source of data on this most intriguing topic. Oh yeah, you did ask me about Sky Pirate Weddings a while back. But, don't you think it's a bit more likely that she's being brainwashed by that massive krill monster than that she's being cause of common or gone cold feet? Yes, that or her fear has created that monster. Regardless of the cause, Her Majesty is in danger. The creature must be destroyed.
Let's go to work.
Every single time with you. Ah ha ha. Oh my god, okay. Damn, I love this. Save it, let's get up. Another one down. Ah, the Higgledy was inside Leander. Pig.
Oh!
It's from Leander. His hope has formed the Higgledy. Pig. Hibble Gibble the hopeful. The day on Aldropolis has long awaited is here at last. The day of Queen Heir's marriage to Archon Leander. Her face aglow, she tells her beloved of her joy of this happy occasion finally having come to pass. In return, he tells her of this joy of her previous doubts having faded away. But then he lowers his voice. Forgive me for ruining the mood, but this is all merely an illusion, the dream of a memory lane. At this, Nera fixes him with a steely gaze. I know, she mutters through gritted teeth. I thought you might benefit from a little practice. When your current duties are done, I will be expecting the greatest wedding of the world has ever seen. A wedding that will put this parlay fantasy to shame. Leander's jaw tightens and he nods his head in obedient assent. Even as he does so, Leander's eyes align to a tiny shell ring on Nera's little finger. He stares at it for a moment in disbelief. Surely there were grander and greater rings you could have picked for such a day. Fool, have you forgotten? And after I searched for it for far too long? You surely mean to tell me that you do not remember the first gift you ever gave me? That ring is not only as it seemed, was indeed the very first present that Archon has ever given his beloved queen. But he had forgotten but he can be forgiven for forgetting. He was giving her so many gifts since then that to remember them all would be a feat of memory impressive even for him. More than 10 rings besides this one, not to mention hair clips, necklaces, and other adornment too numerous to mention. The first gift is so precious to her that she has chosen it above all others, though it will no longer fit any but her smallest finger. And yet this and all her other treasured gifts will be lost beneath the waves when the eruption of the undersea volcano is finally allowed to come to pass. Though I may not my true self, though this place is little more than an illusion, still it is my dearest wish that you take the ring with you. With these words, she entrusted him with greatest treasure, and then her eyes glinted with sudden mischief. The real me will of course be receiving a ring far grander than this, I'm sure. Perhaps only the color and size of your magnificent eyes, my beloved. After all, a queen deserves only the grandest and greatest of rings, would you not agree? Leander winces. Such willfulness surely does not befit one of your station, my queen. I cannot help but rejoice at seeing you smile after so very long. I thank you from the very bottom of my heart for allowing one such as myself the honor of becoming your king and, far more importantly, your eternal companion. That Nair's eyes narrow and with cat-like pleasure. All has come to pass exactly as she had hoped it would. With Evan and his friends had first come to Hydropolis, she believed him to be the agent of a rival realm bent on exposing her own nation's greatest secrets. And if that means by which she delayed the realm's doom had come to light, Hydropolis' end would not have been long in coming. But Evan had come to ask for her cooperation, not seek her downfall. The declaration of interdependence and the hopes of peace and prosperity that is brought convinced the queen that this young king brought salvation, not destruction. Nonetheless, she wished to test Evan's and her beloved's resolve. With this in mind, she set them the task of overcoming mighty Sentus. Naira had decided that it was time to at least bring that never-ending state she had brought about to an end. Though hope remained strong in her heart, she had long since grown tired of holding back the inevitable. Unfortunately for her, Leander's absence only served to present Dolorin with an opportunity to steal her king's bond. Hoping to borrow Brian's mare's power, she had traveled to the king's cradle alone, determined that none but she should be put to danger when her attempts to go awry. Alas, after centuries of self-sacrifice, Niara has no match for Dolorin when he found her at the bottom of the abyss. King's bond was cut and the power bent upon another purpose. Devastated by her failure, Niara's heart was engulfed in a cloud of blackest despair which threatened to drive her from her senses. But then she witnessed the arrival of Evan and Leander. And at the mere sight of her beloved, the darkness cleared as if a ray of sunshine had reached her there in the ocean's indigo depths. For a child to be born to us, my magic must be lost, and Hydropolis with it, the queen proclaims, though her face shows little trace of regret. I decide that any child of ours must be brought up in Evermore, she adds in a tone which suggests that she will not be told otherwise. Perhaps you must consider asking King Evan his permission first, my queen, Leander replied, though his smile somewhat undercuts the sternness of his words. I might. Any hope of our future lies in his fair kingdom, after all. May the spirit of Hydropolis live on in this realm, where all live happily ever after. I thought this memory lane to be one form solely from Queen Nera's thoughts and memories. But it seems mine too played that part. Well, the conductor did say that these keys are formed in places where all kinds of people's thoughts gather. So it's probably made up of hers and yours and all the people at Hydropolis' hopes and dreams. Pickle! If what we have seen here provides to be the lasting testament of the people of Hydropolis, I shall be able to end my days of a very happy king indeed.
Evan!
Till that time, remain your humble and grateful servant, King Evan.
Thank you.
Thank you, Leander. Well, you had better be getting back. For one thing, I have an enormous gem to find. We'll do our best to help you. Maybe I'll only end up doing one more. This video is going to be super long, so I'll probably end up only doing one more then. Welcome back. I see you found another high Higgledy. Well done, well done, well done. Big pig. So they told me you understand that the world was deepened by its latest little adventure, Evan. Even the hopes of those destined to leave the world will still serve as shape it. So when you say that our hearts make the world go round, you mean their hearts too. Precisely, my boy, precisely. Now, the high Higgledy of Hope has been recovered, which leaves 4 more in need of your aid. An excess of accessories. But why don't we have it? But why don't we make a start of our wedding preparations instead? Oh, it's just my little joke. Why don't I tell you where I think the next king might be? It's somewhere very important to you, I believe, Evan. I see fair maidens and clothing designed for ease of movement. They clean, they organize, they deliver, and all to keep a mouse-eared place running smoothly. The maidservant of Ding Dong Dell Castle. If that's what you think the answer might be, then why not cast materialize and see? I shall look forward to learning what form key that will take this time. Ooh, this one's level 100. Hyber Gilbert the Hopeful. Ooh, they're all going to be 4. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can't have all 4 of them on then, if that's the case. So, Higgledy info. Massive boost to power of any Higgledy skills used in battle. Number of all types of Higgledy troops will automatically increase in battle. Slightly increase an ally's physical attack for a short period of time. Restores a small amount of HP to an ally. An impressive move that generates a giant fireball to torch the enemies. The god of the Higgledies appears to unleash a unique brand of magic. Boost the chance of the player inflicting critical hits when awakened. Increase the length of time the player is awakened for. Ooh, those are both very good. See, that'll be 8. Yeah, I can only have like 2 of these on, and then like 1 or 2 1s or 2. So yeah, that's quite the pickle there, I suppose. Yeah, I might only do 1 more then. Man, I don't know. Well, since we're actually close to the stone here, I might as well touch this stone then. You know, I might as well save too, since it's been a while.
Here!
Evan, I'm feeling so over by here, man. Give the old materializer a go. You take Nella's earring. Oh, this is gonna be rough. It's one of Nella's earrings.
Boosh! Get in!
Sorry, kid, this stuff is like, this is a secret number, is it? Cloverface better not have any complaints about the quality of this one. He better not. Let's head back to the new moon rooms and find out. What have we here? Ah, yes, this is our key. That much is certain. Another door awaits. These keys are often items people hold dear, it seems. I wonder if something as big as the Filmobile could ever be one. The Filmobile? Oh, wrong world. Forgive me. I do get my head muddled sometimes. Regardless, we had better hope that the remaining keys won't be too big. I wouldn't want you to do yourself a mischief trying to carry them. That won't be a problem. I have all my friends to help me. Oh, how wonderful to have companions one can count on. Marvelous, just marvelous. Now, I wonder what Mana's High Higgledy this little earring will guide us to. There's only one way to find out. Off you go then. It's time to take a trip to the twisted turns of another memory lane. Is it? No, it's this one. Okay. This is going to be interesting. I'm sorry, Anella. Do you have a moment?
Mm-hmm.
Of course. What is it? Well, it's just that everyone's been getting so worked up lately. It's unbearable. Grim, Marlene, Matthias, even Vermine. Well, you can't blame everyone for being a little on edge. Well, with Prince Evan's big old day coming. I know, but don't think that's it. Take Matthias. He shut himself up in his room. Just sits in there muttering strange things to himself. Gives me the shivers. Matthias, that's... Where's that again? Don't know how you keep all those names in your head, Ratcha. The one they've taken to calling the Black Knight. Maybe know him better by that as that. Oh! Black Knight, eh? Oh, you must know him. He's Chancellor Malzinger's second in command.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but there's been so much chopping and changing in the ranks lately that I just can't keep up. Well, us handmaids have other things to worry about. You can't be expected to know the ins and outs of military matters. That was Nella and Ratcha.
Huh.
A memory from just before you were deposed, if I'm not mistaken. So there's a high Higgledy hiding in us somehow. Let's keep going and find out more. Will it be in Nella or will it be in you? 'Cause he lives in you. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ya. Yeah, maybe what I should try to do is grind up to level 130. In line for a big promotion once Chancellor Malzinger takes power. Long live King Malzinger! Fossilized Maelstrom's shell. That means you're still at like the high 90s. Mid to high 90s. Alright, what do we have here? I think my thing's already put to that, isn't it? Yep. Alrighty. Oh boy. These guys have fucking people that'll be firing from range.
Come on!
Up. If anything, doing the Solstium stuff might also help too. Because like I said, this is basically what the Solstium is like. You have like 2 areas where there's just enemies coming to you, and then eventually like the last one's just a boss, so
I'm counting on you.
Oh, I leveled up. Look at that, I'm already at level 120. Now probably, this definitely is going to help me get to, like, you know, like I said. It'll help me get to high levels, so. I'm actually at the high level now. I'm like I'm at the level they recommend for the thing. For Labyrinth. There you are, Anella. Ask Marlene to look into it for me. It seems that Matthias, the Black Knight, has been messing around with magic. And not just any old magic, the most powerful magic there is. Thank you, Racha. I couldn't look into it myself for fear of Vermine making a fuss. Besides, he's been keeping me busy with all these strange little errands. Not that that's kept me from doing some digging of my own. Seems he's been sending all of our Grimkin soldiers off on maneuvers far from the city. You don't think this means we're about to go to war, do you? Don't worry about it for now. Just carry on as if everything's normal. And don't breathe a word of what you found out to anyone except me.
Now.
Seriously, don't worry. Everything's going to be fine. Right, I better get going back to work. Alright, be careful, won't you? At least she's a mouse, so she should be safe for now. So Nella knew. Are you sure it's alright for us to be seeing all this, Evan? It's all connected to you, right? Well, yes, it's Nella's memory lane after all, and she was in charge of looking after me. No, it was more than that. She was like a mother to me. She taught me everything I know about fighting and magic. Wow, she sounds amazing. If we keep on going, we might be able to learn more about what happened to that day. We can't turn back.
Aye.
You sure, lad? I am. Come on, everyone. All right, let's get moving. Let's get a moseying. Yeah, it honestly wouldn't surprise me if the next one of the High Higgledies is gonna be one of. The captain didn't tell us the monsters would be this strong. Must be reinforcements coming, right? Damn, send them straight to their deaths. Mom, I really am most fiendishly clever, sending all our best Grimkin troops off to deal with a ferocious monster's lair far away while we... it was almost too easy. Poor simple fools. You bitch. So I guess this is just going to be a ferocious monster then. What the fuck? Oh, it's that thing again.
Come on!
Uh-oh! This ain't looking too good!
Ah ha 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 ah ow. Ow, I dodged that.
It's it! Quick!
Probably make sure that we are.
I'm counting on you.
Ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-bum-bum. I should actually be looking at the number of these quests, by the way. I wonder if there's going to end up being 200 quests. No, that's way too many. We'll see.
Oh.
What in the world? The whole castle is covered in mouse decorations.
Ah,
It's Nella!
look at that.
What exactly is going on? No. Prince Evan.
Nella!
But Nella, the castle only looked like that. It's only right. The castle should look like that. It's only right. This is the Ding Dong Dell of now, right?
Yes.
It would seem that your own thoughts and memories are becoming mixed up in this, Your Majesty. After all, we know that before you left the kingdom, your governess, you can say it. She died, which means she couldn't have known anything about how Ding Dong Dell looks now. She probably thinks the mice have taken over and that I've been killed. We have to go and convince her that's not true.
Come on!
We have to tell her that Ding Dong Dell's a peaceful and happy place now. Alright, we got 3 more after this one. Usually stops by to buy bread, but not today. Okay, we're actually doing fairly well in terms of items, but I probably should buy maybe a few. Actually, how much money do I even have? Oh, 1,276,355. Perfect. I already have that there, right? Yes, I do. That's another one of these fuckos. You were supposed to protect him. Ah, it was your duty. But you left it to others. That's not. And the boy died. Grr. Evan, you failed. You broke your oath. Grr. Your oath to Leonard. Ding Dong Dell fell to the mice. And it was all your fault. Grr. So because of me, Evan.
Nella!
It's not true, Nella. You didn't fail. You didn't do anything wrong. I'm alive, and Grimlokin and mice are living happily together now. Ding Dong Dell has changed for the better. It's peaceful at long last. And I've changed for the better too. I'm stronger now, and I'm going to prove it. Yeah, I think the High Higgledy is going to be inside Evan this time out. Oh, I thought his level said 130. I'm about to say, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, whoa. Oh, good God. I really do like this, the Ding Dong Dell ninja thing or whatever it's called. The Ding Dong Dell maiden thing, it's really good. Ow. Oh, you bitch! Damn, that gave me no experience. At least none that's visible on the experience bar there. Holy shit. Oh no, it did come from Nella. Pickle!
Oh,
What's that? You're the High Higgledy of Faith. Pickle! Alrighty. The ill feeling between Grimlikin and Mousekind is as old as time. Older even than the Mighty King's makers. No one remembers how it all began, of course, only that the two species have never been able to get along. And the battle between them for control of Ding Dong Dell has lasted almost as long as their enmity itself. It was one of Evan's ancestors who, having overcome the mice's latest onslaught, finally made a pact with the Kingmaker Oakenheart. Though this led to the Gremlin becoming rulers of the realm at long last, it did little to prevent the age-old enemies from clashing. And so on and on the battles ranged, with never an end in sight. But then, at long last, the two species finally took a few small steps towards reconciliation, thanks to Evan's father, King Leonard. Alas, this peace was not destined to last. Doran soon sent tendrils of darkness to wrap themselves around the hearts of two of the king's closest associates. Vermin, friend and confidant of Chancellor Mausinger, and Matthias, who would become to be known as the Black Knight. The wickedness warped their desires, sending Vermine's already considerable thirst for power spiraling out of control, causing him to involve his erstwhile friend Mausinger to a sinister and underhanded plot against the king. Matthias' loyalty to Mausinger, meanwhile, was corrupted beyond recognition, becoming an all-consuming phantasm and bringing the Black Knight into being. With two such twisted associates, Mausinger's descent into deceit and betrayal was all but guaranteed. Thanks to their dark influence, he had soon resolved to kill the king and lead Mousekind to glory at last. The evil that at first infected Vermin and the Black Knight soon spread throughout Mousekind. Before long, King Leonard was dead, and his son driven from the kingdom. The Grimlikin had been preoccupied with the preparations for the crown of their young king and failed to notice the traps closing around them. Vermin quietly arranged for all the kingdom's Grimlikin soldiers to be sent far from the castle. And on the day of the ceremony, the plan had finally been put into action. In the blink of an eye, the mice seized control of the castle, and Mausinger was soon crowned ruler of Ding Dong Dell in Evan's stead. And though Evan has escaped, this was not without its cost. Arnella, his handmaid and governess, gave her life to ensure her young charge's survival. Her corpse remained in the sewers beneath the castle until her fellow handmaids finally came to claim it. Oh, how they wept for their fallen sister. She had served in the castle from the moment she was able, and had gone on to raise the young prince in the absence of his mother, the queen. She was strong and kind and admired by all. To lose one so precious was a grave blow indeed. Arnell was laid to rest by her fellow handmaidens with full honors, having paid the ultimate price to uphold her oath of service. Her sisters and servants were consumed with grief until one day a glimmer of hope appeared quite unexpectedly. Prince Evan was alive. Oppression of the Grimlikin was growing worse with each passing day, and the handmaidens had been helping those who could no longer bear to escape. But the borders were closing, the two species were ever more opposed, and everywhere it seemed that all the progress of the past few years was destined to be lost. Still, the handmaidens never gave up hope. They eagerly followed the news of young Evan and the burgeoning kingdom of Evermore, and cheered him on every step of the way. Meanwhile, Arnell's memories remained as they had been on the day of the coup. She still believed that the mice had killed Evan and taken Ding Dong Dell for themselves. And her frustration of this tragedy had come to dominate all the memories that remained. But thanks to Evan's trip down the memory lane, she can learn the truth at long last, that Evan survived, and that Ding Dong Dell is better than it has ever been. This is, wow. Their efforts helped to build a better future for all, and that she did not die in vain.
Evan!
Thank you, Evan. You've grown strong. I'm so happy I got to see you again, Nella. This place isn't real, is it? But it's not the afterlife either. It's called a memory lane. It's a world made up of all your thoughts and dreams and memories. The riddling rabbit from your stories is here too. Well, isn't that something? Wait, I can feel your memories flowing into mine. He's called the conductor, isn't he? And Ding Dong Dell is better now. And you didn't just help to make it better, you helped to realize your father's dream of his beloved kingdom. And not only that, you've I've done what I asked you to as well.
No.
Well, I haven't quite fulfilled my promise yet, but I will. You'll see. So this little fellow's a spirit distilled from my faith in you, is he? No, not just mine.
Mm-hmm.
All the people of Ding Dong Dell, their faith in you, and yours in them.
What?
Do you really think so?
Yes.
I do. Don't ever forget that feeling. Evan, I want you to know one last thing. Now that I've seen you again, now that I know how far you've come and how much you've achieved, I can rest in peace at last. Fuck. This one really got me. That was so fucking good. That was really good. Welcome back, one and all. You brought another high Higgledy, I see. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Piggle? Goodness gracious, Evan. Are you crying?
No.
I'm fine. Just leave me alone. Oh, I did have a rather hilarious joke lined up for you, but let's leave it for now, shall we? Why, you've been through complete chaos haven't you? The memories of the living and the dead, all mixed up together. But that's all part of what makes the world go round. I'm sure you understand what I'm getting at, don't you, my young savior? Oh yes, I'll never forget what happened today. Those memories will stay with me forever. Wonderful. If this little adventure has provided you with at least a little spiritual nourishment, then all is well. Now then, the hierarchy of faith has been retrieved, which leaves only 3 more to find. Hold on. 1,200,000 experience? That's a fucking lot. Forgive me for spraying this on you before you even had time to dry your eyes, but I'd like to crack on and tell you where the next key might be while you're still fresh in my mind. It's a place where an enormous monster lurks. The shadow of a former kingmaker who abandoned their duties and broke her pact with the god of gods. It sits like a mountain on the continent long since lost.
Really?
Oh, it's a proper Finnish one, this one, eh? It's more than enough to get there, believe me. Now, off you go. Can't wait to see where the key might be. Toodle the Trusting. Yep. Boy. Alright. Let's see what that Higgledy can do. Increase how often Higgledies call for skills to be used and boost skill powers. Slightly decreases an enemy's magical defense for a short period of time. Powerful tornadoes whipped up that will send nearby enemies flying. Significantly boost the attack power of the player when awakened. That's pretty decent, I suppose. I still think probably my favorite one is probably Bambish the Brave. So that probably have to be my favorite one there for now. Alright, guys, that's going to do it for this part of Let's Play Ni no Kuni 2. In the next part, guys, I think what I'm definitely going to... So, I'm going to go do some grinding off screen. And I'm actually... Alright, that's right. I did have a research topic here that I should have probably checked the few times that I was here. What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to do the labyrinth. I'm going to get to like floor 80, 81, whatever, because that should open up the final pathway. And then I'll do all that first, and then maybe we'll do 1 or 2 Higgledy too. It all depends on how long it will take us to do the labyrinth too. But we should do at least 1 Higgledy, at least so. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give the like button a click. And comment down below, check about the video, didn't like about the video. And let me know, guys, how do you feel about these high Higgledy quests and dungeons? They're quite interesting for sure. And I'm actually really liking how it's all being set up and such. So, yeah. We'll have, I guess there'll be at least 2 more parts. Maybe 3. I don't know. I think maybe what I'll just do for the last part, I'll probably just keep recording it until the end, and then I'll judge us to see what to do from there. But alright, guys. Yeah, let me know how you guys felt about these high Higgledy quests. They're really fun. And as always, guys, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And subscribe to my main channel too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, the RBG Kim Kid Twitter, are in there too. Thank you all so much for watching once again. And I'll see you all next time.